Hey everyone, and welcome to Toasty Trivia. Today's questions are all general knowledge, so good luck. Let's get started. First question, how many different colors would you find in a bag of M&Ms? Is it A, 4, B, 6, C, 8, or D, 10? The answer is B, 6. Which singer's real name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta? Is it A, Lady Gaga, B, Madonna, C, Lorde, or D, Rihanna? The answer is A, Lady Gaga. Next question, which American state has a UK Union flag on it? Is it A, Florida, B, Texas, C, Washington, or D, Hawaii? D, Hawaii. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Is it A, Mars, B, Mercury, C, Venus, or D, Saturn? The answer is C, Venus. Next question, where were the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and Declaration of Independence stored during World War II? Was it A, Fort Knox, Kentucky, B, the Pentagon, C, the Federal Reserve, or D, the Denver Airport? The answer is A, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it rook, bishop, knight, or pawn? The answer is B, bishop. What river flows through London? Is it A, Trent, B, Thames, C, Volga, or D, Rhine? The answer is B, the River Thames. Which of these is not a borough of New York City? Is it A, Queens, B, Staten Island, C, Manhattan, or D, the Upper East Side? The answer is D, the Upper East Side. Which country celebrates the storming of the Bastille? Is it A, Germany, B, England, C, Poland, or D, France? The answer is D, France. What is the largest city in the world by population? Is it A, Shanghai, B, New York, C, Tokyo, or D, Paris? C, Tokyo. How many signs are there in the zodiac? Is it 11, 12, 13, or 14? The answer is B, 12. Tom Cruise considered pursuing a career in what sport before being injured? A, football, B, lacrosse, C, baseball, or D, wrestling? D, wrestling. What is the only food that never goes bad? Is it A, honey, B, seaweed, C, flour, or D, butter? A, honey. Next question, what color eyes do most humans have? Is it A, blue, B, green, C, brown, or D, gray? C, brown. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Is it A, Jupiter, B, Saturn, C, Uranus, or D, Earth? The answer is A, Jupiter. How many sides does the home plate in baseball have? Is it A, 6, B, 5, C, 4, or D, 3? The answer is B, 5. Next question, what is the most abundant element in the universe? Is it A, oxygen, B, nitrogen, C, hydrogen, or D, helium? The answer is C, hydrogen. What is the most common letter in the English alphabet? Is it A, E, I, or O? The answer is E. In what country did carving jack-o'-lanterns originate? Is it A, United States, B, England, C, Scotland, or D, Ireland? The answer is D, Ireland. What alcoholic drink is mainly made from juniper berries? Is it A, gin, B, brandy, C, whiskey, or D, vodka? The answer is A, gin. What disease can be caused by a lack of vitamin C? Is it A, salmonella, B, botulism, C, rickets, or D, scurvy? The answer is D, scurvy. Which of the following is not a color of one of the Olympic rings? Is it A, blue, B, yellow, C, black, or D, white? The answer is D, white. Which of the following countries are landlocked? Is it A, Mongolia, B, Argentina, C, South Africa, or D, Spain? The answer is A, Mongolia. Who directed Night of the Living Dead? Was it John Carpenter, Alfred Hitchcock, George Romero, or Wes Craven? The answer is C, George Romero. Which company first invented the cell phone? Is it A, Motorola, B, Apple, C, Nokia, or D, Sprint? The answer is A, Motorola. Who is the largest employer in the United States? Is it A, Amazon, B, Walmart, C, the Postal Service, or D, the Army? The answer is B, Walmart. What does the A in APR stand for? A, aggregate, B, association, C, allowable, or D, annual? The answer is D, annual. What is the Statue of Liberty made out of? A, steel, B, copper, C, iron, or D, bronze? The answer there is B, copper. What was the soft drink Pepsi originally introduced as? A, Coca-Cola, B, Magic Fizzy, C, Brad's Drink, or D, Vim Cola? The answer is C, Brad's Drink. What country is the largest producer of airplanes in the world? Is it A, China, B, France, C, Russia, or D, United States? The answer is D, United States. Which painter reputedly cut off his own ear? Is it A. Monet, B. Van Gogh, C. Michelangelo, or D. Picasso? The answer is B. Van Gogh. What is sauerkraut made out of? Is it A. Cabbage, B. Onion, C. Cauliflower, or D. Spinach? The answer is A. Cabbage. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I have been Toasty the Cat, and you have been awesome. Thank you so much again, and have a perfect day.